Okay, how are you? How are you all? This is Kevin, the instructor of today's lesson. So, in this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how hybrid accounting and inventory system works. So, I will start by installing the hybrid application onto my system. Okay, so you can choose main if you want your computer to act as a server, whereby other client computers can connect to it and then access the same database file. But for now, yeah, since I don't want to be as a client to connect to a server computer, and I want the file to be stored on this computer exactly, so I'll just continue with the main or server computer, press the continue button and then hit the install button. So here we shall wait. I'll be coming back in a few minutes when it's done. Okay, so now our installation is accomplished successfully, and now we can go ahead and open our application, the newly installed application, which is hybrid accounting. So when you click on the application, it will display this first screen, and it will try to take you through the all the functions, what the system does, whatever that it was made for. So you can either try a sample database file or a sample business template, or you can use the existing company if at all you had created one, and yeah, you uninstalled the system, or the computer crashed. So you can use the existing company file. But for now, I will just go for the get started. And then in the get started one, we shall select the directory where we want to store our file. Uh, for this case, I'll just leave it to to that directory, and then I'll just hit the continue button and nothing to change. And then here I will have to enter in all the company details. These company details will actually these details that we are filling in here will appear on the receipts, the invoices, and the quotations, things like that. Yeah, so make sure that you enter the rightful information, because the users or the customers might take it as something important for them. So I'll go on and use Framera Enterprises, and then I'll go for the trading name. I'll put Framera, and then it is a paint wholesale. I can go on and even choose other more if at all my business falls into these categories here. But since I'm into paint, I'll just go for paint. Yeah. So and if your business is not listed, you can select hybrid. So I'll go on and enter the address, which is Kampala, and then the primary phone number, which is this, and then I'll go on and fill the other information, for example, the TIN, but for now I don't have the TIN. I can leave it blank, but if you have the TIN, then you can go on and fill it here. So it will always appear on the documents of the customer, or something like that. So if you have multiple branches and you want to manage them all in this workplace, you can go on and select. And if you have very many warehouses, for example, more than one, you can select here and then add the number of warehouses. But for this case, I'll go with one. So the business email, I'll use nextek@gmail.com, and then the company logo. This one can appear on the receipts, the invoices. Yeah, so if you don't have one, then you can leave it unselected. But I do have one, so I'll go for that, and then I'll confirm. So this one is setting up the chart of accounts. So you can go on and select the accounts that you want to appear in the chart of accounts. So I don't need this, I don't need this. Okay, so I'll go on. So now I have to set up my inventory. You can see I'll first unselect all these ones, and then I'll only keep a category. So here I will add, for example, my business will have the stock code, and it will be text. Uh, and then I'll also add warehouse, which will as well be text. Then I will also add, for example, stock quantity, and this one will be integer. And then I'll add as well the gross amount, and then this one will be decimal. So if you don't know how to set this, you will have to contact the hybrid instructor, and he will have to help you on setting up the system for your business. So since I'm done, then I will press the continue button, and then they will ask me my username, which will be that, and then the password. Once I'm done, then they will show me the details of what I've set currently, and then I'll go on and hit the create company button. Okay, so if you have the keys and you want more than one user, so you request for the key from uh, the instructor, or you call the company support number, and then they will have to send you the key. For now, we don't have it, and then I'll just press cancel, and okay, and then continue and standalone. Okay, so here I can sign in using the information I have set recently. the credentials, and then congratulations, this is our interior of the management system hybrid. Yeah, so it is currently empty for now, and we can go on and first navigate to the dashboard, AI assistant, sales, invoice, quotation, customers, product, supplier, employee, expenditures, accounting, a lot of features that we do have in hybrid for now. Yeah, so we shall have to first go to product. We shall have to first go to product, and then in product we have two ways of entering the data into the system. You can either enter the data manually like this, and this one is the most common input method. But for hybrid, we have actually made it two-way because it is its actual name is showing that things between the manual and then what we call the technological way or something like that. So things are not manual, and things are not very hard compared to the systems that have been in place. Yes, so I'll go on and click the import invoice button, and then I will choose the invoice. Then after that, I will look up for the invoice. I've kept it here for the sample. Okay, it's here. Okay, so after adding it, you will see it appear here in the sides. Yes, so you can go on and analyze with AI or run offline or serial. So for AI, it will be a bit very perfect, and then for run offline, it will be not so much perfect. So I will opt for analyze with Azure AI. Okay, so now you see we have managed to get this supplier Plascon Cake and Sai Paint, and then they are asking me whether I want to do my mapping. So I will just press the OK button, and then I will select yes. So this one is always done for only the first time. So whenever you scan the same invoice from the same company known as Kansai, things will be set up automatically for you. So you don't need to do this always. So I will select the quantity, and then I will select, you see the unit price is already there. Then I'll select the supplier code here, and then the warehouse here. And then after that, nothing else. Then I'll press the save and the save layout button. So here we see some red color here, meaning that there is some error. Yeah, so the error is actually coming from here. Yes. So it is sorted, the error is sorted, and now everything is in yellow now, meaning that we can save. But you see, our unit price is actually the same as the selling price. You can go ahead and edit this manually, but for me, I'm not going to do that. I will just edit the selling price by percentage, which may be 15, anything according to the way you want it to be. So this one is going to be 15, and then I'll hit enter. So this one will be changing automatically, as you see. So since I'm done with that, you can go on and check other important information to make sure that everything is listed as it should be. So now I can go ahead and save and receive invoices. So immediately when I do that, the information is going to be listed in my products table, you see. Um, so the information has been listed, and now I can go ahead and do other operations that I would like to do. So you see all these functions, you can go on and check out on them, everything, and then let us just make only one cell and see how things are done in the system. So now, for example, we have only this, we only have a few products, and I want to make at least a cell, at least one cell. So I'll select this, and then I'll take, at least we have 30 here, as you see. So I'll only take only 3, and then add to cart, then click on this, and then these ones I'll take 2 for the silk tinting base, and then this one I'll take, let me say 4, and then for this one I'll take 1. So you see everything is being calculated here, as you see, unit price, and then the total gets calculated here automatically, you see, for the amount of products. So this one was just 1, so that's why nothing was changed here. Yes, so then we can go ahead and click the pay and complete sale button. So this one will ask for the details from the customer. So I will come to add customer name. I will say maybe this is Bukulu Kevin, and then the phone number. See, this one is not strict. You see where there is only a star, then that means that is strict. You can't go without it. So meaning that if the customer is on speed, you can decide not to add all the other information. So I can go on and add the email, then the address, and then I will save and select. So everything is being inserted, and then I will just confirm the payment. So when you confirm the payment, the receipt comes, and then you can go on and print the receipt. Yeah, that's it. So that's it. So when you go to the dashboard, it shows the calculations already. If it was 2 days, something like that, you would see the lines showing the variations. So you see the inventory sales, you see the net profit. So they are the same because nothing has been chopped from the money, from the amount of the money, something like an expense. So if you want to see that, the dots will now become 3 instead of 2. So I can do that. Going to expenditures, maybe I can say miscellaneous expense. Then I'll get this money from inventory. Then I'll say about 15,000. This one was used for transport given to Kevin. This money was given to Kevin for the wedding. You see, it is a miscellaneous. So things like this that come unknowingly. By the way, let us just give him 150. But this would be much according to what we have done. We need to, okay, let me just make it 30,000. So the reference could be money wedding, and then we can post this. So you see it is posted. And then when you go back to the dashboard, you see money spent, it is 30,000, and if it is subtracted from the inventory sales, this is the total amount you get. Yeah, so now we see uh, the dots are now becoming three, showing the expenses. Okay. So we can now go to the invoice. You see, when you click on the invoice of the sale we have just made, it will show all the products that are under that invoice without you having to waste a lot of time. So maybe you can even enter the invoice number here, invoice inv 12345, and then enter. So you can view this in report format like this. Yes. So that's how beautiful our system is. And then when you go to customers table, you can see we have the customer, we have the emails, what, and we are missing some more information. And we can decide to get that from our customer. And if the customer is not interested, it is okay. We still have the name and the contact. So there is the supplier. You see, this supplier was added through the invoice. The supplier name, the address and contact, whatever. Yeah, so this was got from the invoice. We didn't have to add this manually. And then the employee, we can as well add an employee, and these employees can always sign into a different window. I'll be showing you earlier, or I'll be showing you later. Expenditures, you have seen how it works. Then the chart of accounts, it is already making the calculations of the things we have been doing. You see this, see that, you can see the recent ledger of all the information you have been doing. It is doing the accountings automatically. Yeah, so as well, you can add your own account. For example, you can add a new account, a bank account, which is maybe Stan Big Bank, and we can say this one is payroll. This one is for paying the workers, and okay, so this is Stanbic and Stanbic Bank, and then the account, I'll just put any. I don't have any that I know in my head right now. So opening balance, what would be the opening balance? The opening balance, let us put 450,000. So the opening balance is of balance as of the current date, which is this one. So I think we are okay with that, or I can change it if it is not as of this. So I can click OK. So we can see the account already created now here. So to see how we can use this account, still we can go here and in the expenditures, and maybe we can select payroll. I don't know whether I added the payroll. Okay, I think I did add that one. Okay, staff. I didn't add the payroll. Well, Okay, so I didn't add that account, but then I'll just put it to staff welfare and training. Um, I'll just put it to, okay, salaries and wages. Okay, and then I'll pick this from Stanbic, and the amount would be I'm going to pay 300,000 to the workers, 300,000, and then the reference would be payment of workers, payment of workers the month of July, and then I can post. Okay, so which worker is this one? Maybe the worker is Mirembe, period, and then I can post this expense. So when you go back to the chart of accounts, you will see this account will be having this amount of money. So this is the current balance on the account. Money has been deducted, and when you go to salaries and wages, salaries and wages. Okay, salaries and wages. Okay, we can see it from here. Uh, Salaries and wages, which is debited from the account of Stanbic payroll, as you see here. So making this one to reduce in amount, and then this one to be the way you see it. So that's it. Now we shall now go for the quotation. We shall go for the quotations to see how it works. We can add the customer name. For example, we do Robert Stewart, and then the telephone number would be 768 100 903, and then the reference OPO box would be maybe 256. And then the customer address would be matching here. Then the terms of whatever you decide to add there, and then you add the items, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yes. So I can decide to change this to 4. I can decide to change this to 2. I can decide to change this to 5, and then this one to 3. So you see everything is being calculated here, and then the total is so you can see this one is 200,000, 11,581.6. Yeah. So you see after that you can now go on and export the PDF, or you can print it direct. So I will save this and the downloads, and after saving this then I can open it. Okay, so this was our quotation and all the information that is on it. So that is hybrid, looks good. So uh, those are the features, and then uh, invoice quotations, Then you can go on in products and see investigate stock. You see the stock entered and on which date was the stock entered. Yeah, you can be able to see this. If you want to make searches and to see the stock that was entered in which range of time or in which period range. So you can as well see the product history of a particular product. You press onto it and then see the product history. Yeah, activity, receipt, loads, whatever. And then that's it for now. That's it for now. I think we have been able to see everything. The reports, you can be able to see the reports. These are our reports. The reports show everything in details. Fast moving items, as you see, and then the balance sheet, as you see. So there is also this one is the product lists, as you see. Uh, okay, so we can as well ask our AI assistant, for example, what is the what is the amount of expenses so far? So it shows you everything, expenses, how they see. So that is our AI helper, or our hybrid AI assistant. So you can go on and ask all the questions that you feel like you'll be able to answer them. Yeah, so I will leave you here for now. Uh, may the Lord protect you.